Hello there. Welcome to a quiet journey through the past. A space where stories stretch like shadows across the night, and where the echoes of history softly play like a distant song on the breeze. Tonight, we're going to drift into the world of jazz. Not the loud, fast jazz you might hear at a lively club on Bourbon Street, but the kind that sways gently like candlelight, humming under the surface of the 20th century. The kind that makes you feel like the night itself has a heartbeat. So, get comfortable. Let your thoughts settle like dust on an old vinyl record, and let's begin. Our story begins in New Orleans, Louisiana, a city where cultures collided and harmonized in the most unexpected ways. It's the early 1900s. The air is thick with humidity and music. On the street corners, you can hear marching bands, church hymns, African rhythms, and French opera, all blending together. The city was a melting pot. African, Caribbean, French, Spanish, and American influences all living side by side. Out of this mix, something new was born. Jazz wasn't invented in a single moment. It was more like a river, fed by many streams. From Congo Square, where enslaved people once danced on Sundays to the beat of hand drums, to Storyville, the red light district where ragtime piano filled smoky rooms. The city was alive with rhythm, and from this atmosphere came a man named Buddy Bolden. Buddy Bolden wasn't recorded. No films of him exist. He lived in a time before microphones, before radio. But to those who heard him, he was unforgettable. They say he could play the cornet so powerfully, people would stop in the streets just to listen. His band was one of the first to combine blues, gospel, and ragtime into a whole new kind of music. Something raw, something emotional and free. Some called it hot music. Later, they would call it jazz. But Bolden's story isn't all brightness. In 1907, he was committed to an asylum, suffering from what we now believe may have been schizophrenia. He spent the rest of his life there, his music echoing only in memory. But his sound, the spirit of it, remained. It inspired a generation. As the years passed, jazz traveled north, along with millions of African Americans during the Great Migration. They carried the music with them, in their hearts, in their stories, in their instruments. And in Chicago, the music flourished. There, a young man from New Orleans arrived. His name was Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong was a miracle wrapped in a grin. Born into poverty in New Orleans, he grew up around music. As a boy, he worked on a coal wagon and played a battered cornet at parades. But his talent was undeniable. By the 1920s, he was recording with the Hot Five and the Hot Seven, groups that would shape the very foundation of jazz. Armstrong's playing was joyful, emotional, and endlessly inventive. He wasn't just a trumpet player, he was a storyteller. His notes singing like a voice in the dark. And he didn't just play jazz, he became jazz. Jazz kept evolving in smoky clubs, dance halls, and late-night jam sessions. It was never just music. It was expression. It was resistance. It was beauty born from struggle. From Duke Ellington's elegant orchestrations and Harlem's Cotton Club to Billie Holiday's haunting ballads, to the smooth swing of Count Basie, jazz spoke to the soul. It still does. And even now, as you lie here, drifting into sleep, the spirit of jazz lingers, in the silence between the notes, in the steady rhythm of your breath, in the heartbeat of history. You see, jazz, to this day, has made a longing impression in our day-to-day lives. When you listen to classic rock, pop, anything of the sort, just remember, all of that was born from jazz. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you enjoyed this story, there are many more to come. Tales of voices long gone, music that never dies, and quiet moments of reflection. Sleep well, traveler, and let the music play on. Good night.